Now that song stuck in my head for some reason.
Purchase it. Molly, purchase it. Should you be mixing those two things?
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back, my friends. Welcome to another episode of No Country for Otakus.
Hello.
We're back after a week hiatus. I went on a little family vacation with the girlfriend and her little one to Florida and stuff. Came back like 3
Had
shades
that
darker.
old man fisherman hat.
Yeah, bro.
Look like a real mariner boy.
I bought me a visor thing, and I was like, "Dad, cap. All I need is the jeans, the New Balance shoes, and the white tee. I start mowing grass."
Mm-hmm.
And
Family life.
because I got no children. So anyway, what's up, guys? So this week we are chatting about the Kenshin. Wait, how does it go? What's the first one?
Rurouni.
Yeah, I could never pronounce that word. Rurouni Kinshen movies, the live actions. So we're doing a live action this week. It's obviously based off of the anime counterpart, or if you live in the Western Hemisphere, you know it as Samurai X. At least that's what I knew it from on
I actually
Toonami.
miss those guys.
I'm gonna be real with you though, like Samurai X sounds pretty dope. Like that was a good rename, like for the American audience. So yes, sir. So that's what we're gonna talk about. The final just came out on Netflix. So we went back and watched we watched the original 3 movies and then watched the 4th one. And we're gonna discuss them, and then we're gonna talk about, like, pretty much just give like a mini rating for each one as it goes along. That fourth one was anyway. All right. So, Dwayne, what's good, bro? Before we jump into this thing, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I got my goggles now.
Oh, you get your glasses? Hey, yeah. So you can drive again, huh?
Yeah.
How's it feel when you put them on?
Man, that shit's weird, bro.
It's weird, but you do feel the difference in eyesight, though.
Yeah, I think I might need to take them back though, just to get the left one a little bit stronger. But
bro,
I know, right? It's killing me, man.
But you're blind as fuck, bro.
I know, right? So bad, man. So bad.
Oh
I actually think it's the laptop glare. When I look at the laptop, because when I look at paper, it's clear, but when I look at the screen, which is what I need it for, main thing still. So, but yeah, I can just get back and see what I say and see if I can get a stronger pair or whatever I need to do. But other than that, man, it's been good. Spent all week.
Awesome. So yeah,
not doing stuff. It was weird.
Yeah, a little vacation. Came back to work the Thursday. So I pretty much just half-ass all the way to today. I'll start working properly from Monday.
Hey, man. It's vacation. So, that's what you're supposed to do.
Right. But vacation ended Wednesday, and I had to go back to work. But you like coming back to work at the bottom half of the week is like, let me just survive these 2 days until I'm off work. So that's how it is. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into these movies, bro. Let's jump into this shit. All right. So the first movie was Rurouni Kenshin, and it was one, and then it was Origins, and it pretty much is like I guess the first. You could pretty much say the first third in the anime when he shows up in, where was it? Osaka? Is that Osaka, Japan?
Tokyo,
like right?
That. Yeah.
And that's when he first runs into old girl and starts living at the dojo and stuff, and pretty much just gets introduced into the world. It starts off with the war. What's wrong? Am I fucking up something? You shake your head.
No, you said meets up with old girl, and then it instantly I started thinking about everybody in that family, and I was like, "Where's Sarite?"
So what do you mean it's literally based off the anime? Like what the fuck?
I know. But I'm
hell?
thinking more of the anime. I was like, Mr. Rate, like. But continue.
Bruh,
He meets
you need
Corey.
to ease. You need to ease up a little bit sometimes, man. You be blunt, hammer, trash. Anyway, so yeah, at this movie, the person acting as him is young. Let's just put it that way. Because he aged a lot through this whole 4 movies. Like by the time you get to 4, you look tired. He's like, bro, I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yeah, pretty much the villain do you remember the villain's name with the black eyes?
Jin.
Was that a Jin? Okay, so that's the first villain from the first movie. He fights a Jin. And also this rich group that are like smuggling shit that they hiring a bunch of farmer kill swords.
Yeah, it's basically the story of how they met the doctor lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
how she became part of the story.
Yeah, because she was originally part of that rich group. She was making poisons and shit for them.
Opium.
She was doing that opium trade, bruh.
Or if you really want to know what it is, morphine in its purest form.
Pretty much. I mean, they use it. That's how they do all the fucking drugs and shit. That's why we want to go to anyway. Never mind. That's like bar. I'm not getting into that. We're not doing that today.
Do not get yourself court-martialed.
I'm out, dude. They can't do nothing. All they'll do is take down the video. Anyway, so that's pretty much the first story. My thoughts on it. Look, man, I'm gonna be real with you. The fight choreography in this goddamn series is ridiculously good. Like, I feel like they're just like, hey, we need actors. Hire the stuntman. They was just like, put the stuntman in the movie.
Yeah, me.
Dude, it was
see that whole gang? We didn't want people. Get all stuntmen. All of them.
Man, like,
and we practicing for years before we wrote this movie.
Like, yeah. It was almost like too good. It was like, how long y'all guys been doing this before filming?
Yeah,
no, I'm just saying,
it was.
That's why the man
you know what it reminded me of? The Red.
Yeah, the Red was clean as shit too. That's
exactly. And if you see the behind the scenes for Red stuff, them boys be practicing for months.
Yeah. So there was definitely a lot of train up for this movie. So, bro, and obviously, Kenshin, if you're familiar with the story, he doesn't have his sword after the war and stuff. And he decided not to kill anymore, which is funny. He has a reverse edge sword, right? So the blade is on the inside. If you know what a samurai sword is. Now, Dwayne messaged me while we were watching the first one. There's a scene he beats this dude with this sword. Like, you get him do internal bleeding, and I'll go through Dwayne messaged me. He's like, so if you beat a dude to the bleeds to the internal bleeding and everything is so bad that he dies from his injuries, does that still count as murder?
Because it's true, me. Like he, man. Because even in the last movie, right? Because I literally just finished the last movie.
Yeah,
I was saying, man, I was like, I feel like you should still have a normal edge sword because
you probably
be going with these blunt swords. You be going and you just hit that man and he and he ain't get back up like everybody else you hit in the ribs and the got broken ribs and stuff like that on the girl. You hit this man and he sat down. He didn't move. So, bro, if you got a normal edge sword, you'll just cut people to stop them from moving, and then could heal. You hit this man and he
bro, he beat a Jin so bad. Like at the end of the first one.
Listen,
like the dude, The dude was in so much pain that he ended up like stabbing himself. Like he was just like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and end this because I'm not about to walk around. Cause he shattered his hand, didn't he? He's like, you'll never use a sword again. I was like, damn, bro.
The man was like elbow broken, ribs broken. You'll never lift anything with a weapon again. And now to take your life. I was like, what? Hold on.
Yeah, because he turned the blade around. He was about to kill him, and then
Corey. No.
Yeah, you don't do it. Because then she like broke. Because he had done something to her, so she wasn't breathing on her own. Yeah. And he was saying the only way you could stop it is if you kill me. And he was about to slay that boy. He turned the blade around and everything. I was like, oh shit. And then she broke out of it on her own. And that pretty much he stopped him from killing her. Anyway, so what's your thoughts on the first movie, bro?
It was good. I loved it. I for years, as a person who loved martial arts, I have always wanted to see the application of Aikido, because you just when you say Aikido, you think Steven Seagal, and I'm like, nah. So,
fucking Steven Seagal, bro. Go ahead, man.
And don't get me wrong, like Steven Seagal movies are good, but they're like so slow paced. So I wanted to see it in its purest form to understand how the samurai actually used it. And then when I saw Kenshin using it like without using his sword, I was like, okay. So it's when they lose their swords, they start using Aikido. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. And that I'm always backpedaling for it was beautiful though. Miles Dodger.
It's almost like he wanted to fight, like use his sword and stuff and fight as like a last resort.
Yeah.
So
it's like my last resort, man.
He did some he has a vision, bro.
Yeah. It was cool.
Man, I can't say enough about the fighting in these films, bro. Anyway, go ahead.
Fighting. Choreography was great. So now that we talked about what was great,
oh boy,
let's talk about what was bad. From this anime, right? When I first watched Samurai X, I was like, yo, this is a pretty good story. And I absolutely hated any story that had a Kori, Sanosuke, and Yoshi. However, I understood Kori's purpose because I had watched the OVAs, so I know how he had gotten the scars. And basically, Kori was just like that. Tomoe? I can't remember. Tomoe was his past, and Kori was the woman of his future. So you understand that. You do not understand the purpose of Sanosuke because the man is just scream and be like, "Yeah, you want to fight?" Even in the anime, and then the man get he behind.
Yes. Dude.
Listen,
bro. Look.
Listen.
Go ahead, finish your point, man.
Look. That man. At first, right? I was like, all right. When he first showed up in the movie, I was like, all right, cool. You know, he doing the whole stupid thing, and then Kenshin again tell you your sword is what's slowing you down, dude. You need to drop it. I didn't know the man that
you mean that big sword?
It. Yeah. I didn't know the man was actually gonna drop it to be worse. Like all throughout the movie, I was like, bro, you need to walk back to Tokyo and find the river that you drop that sword in, because I don't want you punching at all. And the thing is all you could do swing. You playing like Babe Ruth now,
it's funny, like did he throw away his sword in the anime?
Yeah.
Okay,
he left it in the forest.
Yeah.
And did he leave it in the forest? No, he didn't leave it in the forest. Yes, he did leave it in the forest. But before that, he stopped using it. Then his friend from the clan that he was with asked him for help. He used it that night. Kenshi had beat him. And then he went into the forest and he left it there. And that was it.
That was in the anime, right?
Yeah, that was in the anime. In this one, he fell in a river and that boy come up clean. That's the other thing.
Bro, why
everybody looks so dirty?
Well,
everybody except Kenshi and Koribi.
Corey, yeah.
And
the girl, the doctor chick, Megumi.
Yeah,
She was super fancy, bro. But yeah.
Everybody else looked at me and was like, all right, we ain't got no more makeup. Rub some dirt on their face.
Yeah, I didn't exactly sure why he never cleaned up after. Cause I get you been getting dirty, cause even Kenshin got dirty like during the battles and stuff. But I never understood why he never cleaned up himself. Cause like in the first movie, he was pretty much dirty. He was so dirty. His uniform, he had a white top,
was yellow.
Was pretty much like yellowish brown. And I was like, bro, just go and jump in the water, man. Come on.
Yeah, B.
Why you living like you literally live at the dojo? Why you living like a homeless man? Him and the kid. That kid was dirty for a minute too.
So the fourth movie, and they give him a uniform. It's like, we need to clean you up because you're among the soldiers. Yeah.
He played such a minute part in the third. Man, did he? Yeah, he played such a small part in the third. Though I almost forgot he was.
You know why? Because they were worthless. Right?
I'm not saying they're worthless.
They were worthless. All right. Here's my argument, right? When I watch the movies and when I watch the animes, let me think of a scene. All right, cool. Let's use the scene where he fought Jin. Or he was going to fight Jin, going to the palace to get back Megumi. Mm-hmm. Right? He runs in and he fights all the people, right? And then Sano runs in behind him and starts to fight as well. Kenshi takes out about 15 people to his one. And then he was bear hugging one guy. So technically, and then at the end of it, Kenshi didn't really stop to fight everybody. He just went through the castle and did what he had to do. So technically, if you took out that scene, it's not important to your story. True or not true? There you go.
I didn't say anything.
Your eyes said enough.
I didn't say anything.
Second part. And this is gonna be jumping across movies. Actually, no, I can stick with this first movie.
Yeah, we gonna do this, then we gonna do the mini rating. Do the next one mini rating, and at the end we'll do like a big rating of all four together. That's the process. You get what I'm saying?
All right. Yeah. So Jin kidnaps Corey. Right? No. Here's my thing.
She a plot device.
Exactly. She a plot device. I get that.
Yeah.
But you gotta give she a better role. You either give her a role where she's a woman and just a woman, or you give her a role where she's an instructor and
she has some like semblance of decent talent.
Yeah.
Because it's almost go ahead.
For Gemini freaking crickets, man. I listen, I understand why nobody went to she classroom. Be like, bro, you began kidnapped too easy. Like, what can you teach me? Kenshi! I'm about screaming, my voice don't get that high.
You also got, man, all right. The thing about it is now, if they're basing it off, I get what you're saying. If you're basing it off the anime, that was kind of her character in the anime, though. I get what you're saying. But she was
she was still a fighter. Because there were parts in the anime where she defended herself without Kenshi. And then it got to the point where
the opponents got too strong.
Or she was overpowered because of her female characteristics. And that was cool. And that's why I said she's understandable.
you need to get the characters. She can't be too on par because then you need a reason for Kenshin to show like his
exactly
stuff.
But you don't need her to be a complete wimp, and that's the problem I have with the movie.
Yeah, you're right. They kind of I don't yeah,
they dumbed her down.
They dumbed her down a lot. Yeah, they did dumb her down. I it's because when I watch, like I said, man, when I watch Samurai, I'm gonna say Samurai X back in the day. That was Toonami. That was early Toonami days, man. Like I honestly could not remember a lot of the stuff from the anime when I was watching it, and I was like, man, I could swear she was a little more capable.
I was singing that intros in my head.
Oh yeah. I feel like she was a little more capable.
Yeah.
In the anime. So I glad you confirmed that for me because it felt a little off. As much as I didn't like Sano in the anime, I also feel like I don't know, man. Like a lot of the side characters like got dumbed down a little bit, but he wasn't that useful. But also in the anime is episodic, so you're able to put in a lot of those filler episodes where like just focus on one character. Yeah, we're gonna focus on Sano a little bit here. Have him go and help his friend fight somebody. But you can't do that. Huh? Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, at least you can flesh out his character a little more because it's episodic. Like a movie, as we've learned with movies and stuff, sometimes sacrifices were made. But that being said, the horse's name was pretty dope, though. I actually enjoyed
Sato.
Is Sato the policeman?
Yeah.
Yes.
Sato, you had to keep Sato because Sato was important to the story. Seriously, right?
Do this. I actually don't hate the other characters.
No, listen.
I don't hate the other characters, man.
Think about it. Everybody who got dumbed down is throwaway characters, except Corey.
Yes. Honestly, yeah.
Because what does Yoshi do? In the anime, I got it. Yoshi and Sano was explaining why Kenshi did certain things, and that was annoying to me. It was like I'm not this dumb. Like I understand my feelings. Like let the story tell itself.
Do you think Megami was a waste of a character? The doctor girl. You think she was a waste of character too?
No, and that's a question that I need to ask you because I only realized this plot drop when I watched the entire movies. If right, you are saying that all of these people are gathering around you because here it is, the man who was the legendary killer now believes in a way of life that we believe in, and we want to embrace that. We want to, he has the right mentality, and that's how we all feel. So we come together. Why it is Megumi is the only person who lives up to his way of dealing with things, because she was killing people with opium and she stopped.
Right.
She then went to go on to life. Corey does still teach people how to swing a sword. Yoshi still want to become a slasher. And Sano, whether it was in the movie, he'd always want to beat people to death. And in the anime, when he learned the Katarami from Anji, he was bursting people inside. So, who you inspiring? Like, people around you still killing. The ninjas still killing. The Aoshi Shinomori just stopped murdering people and just kill people for a cause. The whole of Kyoto was ready to kill everybody for burning down their cities. And it's like, when I watch it now,
Misao pretty much became full-time ninja.
Exactly. When I watch it now that I'm older, I'm like, who was really inspiring? Like, everybody like we believe in you, Kenshi, and your way of living is right. Where's a man like ball? Yeah. Swing a sword with a wooden stick and crack your head open. Yeah, good job, Yoshi. Like, I shouldn't have watched these movies. It confused me.
All right.
I
So
have like
Dwayne finished going into all of that. I didn't even actually look at it that way. I just look at it that he was a solo guy for like 10 years and he finally found a way to stop. Especially after the fourth movie, when you realize, oh Lord, that he was the reason that he was pretty much running is because of what happened to his deceased wife. I kind of understood why when he finally found that place. That's why he never actually committed to
Corey.
I keep calling his name wrong. Corey. For the longest, for those 2 years.
I just call her the American name.
That's the American.
What you said before was right. Carol.
Okay. Corey. Yeah. The reason that he took so long to commit to her is because he didn't want to have that same situation again. So he was like, finally finding peace. I get what you're saying though. I understand about the whole motivation thing because a lot of times it was like we're trying to live the way you think. And it has been mentioned multiple times throughout the movies. But after I realized that they were still like beating the shit. But bro, that boy was dropped. Santa was like German suplexing motherfuckers on their head and shit. Like, bro, what? And like he dropped that one dude. And then the boat blew up. That's part 3. That boy dead. I was talking about, you got no killing. They got to save the life, and like a bunch of people died in that fucking movie. But anyway,
at least Sato was the only boy that was real about it. Like, yo, I live by the sword that I by the sword I am.
Oh no, Sato stick to his guns right through, because he was trying to get Kenshin to turn back. He was like, dude, what's this shit? What's this shitty sword, bro? He beat him in the courtyard. He's like, dude, we killers,
merciless.
We killers, bro. We this is what we do. And the sooner you see that, even his teacher was like, "You're still trying to live this non-killing way." Remember when he at the beginning of 3? Anyway, so let's rating for 1.
Jesus Christ.
Origins.
Hold on.
Okay, gotta go check out Little Man. All right, so you're going to check out Little Man. I'm gonna continue on for a little bit, so it looks like I'm just talking to a cupboard. So for number 1, I think the story was okay. So I'm gonna give the story, obviously based on the anime. I'm gonna give the story kind of like a 4. Good origin, introduce the character. I also like that they added in a piece of the war at the end, how the war ended and the Majin era started. Characters. I'm gonna give the characters.
I blew it out of the water for you, didn't I?
A 2.5 out of 5. Unfortunately, I knew it, man. I didn't want to believe it, but a lot of the characters really, honestly, the only person they really needed was Corey. Dude, if you wanted to like eliminate, you got to put the characters in if you don't, because it's a live action of the fucking anime, and if you leave those characters out, people gonna riot. So I kind of get why they did it. You know what I mean? But if this was a fresh state, I probably either write them better or eliminate it. And Sano? What's his name?
Which one?
The annoying guy.
Sanosuke.
He reminds me of Bakugo and My Hero Academia. Just screaming a lot. Unnecessary noise.
And the thing is, you usually have a lot of those characters in animes.
I know.
In Naruto.
And I wish
My Hero Academia. I wish they would kill that stereotype. I
wish that archetype would die, just like the nerdy archetype in Hero. The nerdy pathetic type in Hero movies.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the previous movie. Choreography and fighting, bro, motherfucking 6 out of 5.
It gotta be. It has to be.
Bro, I would
it has to be.
God damn. Oh, and this is just the first one. It just goes up when Shishio comes in. Oh Lord, let me talk about that dude.
Oh my God.
Woo!
Oh my God.
That's a villain.
Don't talk about. Listen.
Anyway,
Agent Smith, King Bradley, Shishio Makoto.
General Zod, Agent Smith, King Bradley, Shishio. Sorry, bro. You know Zod's my boy.
Yeah, but you know what? I was thinking about it, right? And here's why. Here's why Zod.
Go ahead.
Here's how that ranking come up. So Agent Smith, literally because he was just cool. He was just cool with it. He was like, yo, I don't need to rush. Oh, he flew away. I know I can win, so it ain't a big thing. And then what was my second one? King Bradley. Listen, when you get your ass burst, right? Halfway across the world, they may beat you up and left you in the desert. Fly all the way back to your kingdom. Trash your kingdom. And you walk home. And then boys say thanks to you. And he was like, do you not know who I am? No, there is nothing better. That scene alone, when I saw it in the manga, because I read Fullmetal Alchemist manga first. And I was like, yo, that's King Bradley? Nah, he can't be King Bradley. He may say thanks to this one. This one I talk to them like, I am a king. I am this king, and you will bow to me. I was like, yes, you kid. And Shishio, man, Shishio was just a tearhead. I kind of feel like they wrapped him up in the movie more than the anime.
Oh yeah, they made him significant. He was still a badass in the anime. Don't get me wrong, but he did some stuff in the movies. Anyway,
he was like, why'd you kill the people in the village?
General Zod is still my number one though.
I had a hot spring
forever and ever on, man. He hit Superman with a satellite. I'ma just that alone. He hit that boy with a satellite, bro. Take this fucking DirecTV, bitch. Anyway, so
pay your bills.
Pay your goddamn bills. Rent's due, motherfucker. And then so overall, I'm gonna give the first one. I'm gonna give it even though it took a really big hit for the characters. Honestly, a lot of these probably go take a little hit for the especially because they're supposed to be like the main character group pool. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5.
Okay. I get 4.5 because I watch it again. It was a great movie, and the Aikido choreography.
I'm just watching straight for the fights. I watch it just for the fucking fights, man.
And the story, it wasn't like the story was stupid. It was just you saw the plot holes in the characters, but the story still stood with or without them. So it was like, okay, 4.5. Second one.
All right, we on to the second movie. Was it Kyoto Burns? Kyoto Burns, right?
I was very, very interested in how they would, because after Makoto would be Zod, General Zod, and after General Zod would be Sejiro Seta. And I was like, how are they going to do his lightning feet? Is he still going to be jumping up and down on one foot? Or, is he just going to tap? I thought it would have looked cooler if he just tapped and run. Because the jumping up and down, it kind of forced him out of a rhythm.
Oh yeah, he was in rhythm though.
that man kicked some ass,
bro. That boy was working, man. It was interesting to see him fight with his feet though. And once again, the second movie in this Kenshin
fire
choreography, man. The fight scenes, dog, especially because they had more fighting, and then the way they introduced more boy, Shishiro,
more on par
Shishio
bosses, Shishio.
The way they introduced that boy when he met up with Saito, and Saito was standing there, and he just he put up his hand, and they were dropping policemen into the fire.
Like, yeah. that opening scene is so heartbeat. I was like, yo, he got even tapped. I was like, I don't remember this in the anime.
Nah, that wasn't in the anime, bro.
Don't come any closer. Mom was like, Sato was like, really? What are you gonna do? Oh, okay. Boom. What? I was like, okay.
He's like, dude, yes. You're part of the old world. Join me. He tried to get the guy to join. The guy's like, nah, I'm not doing that.
Waste of time then.
He like, dude,
drop them all.
You just see to drop all the fucking dudes into the fire. I was like,
and the screams. Bro. I was like, yo. I love it.
And then obviously they had to get all the bodies and stuff. That's when they tried to recruit Kenshin.
Look at this.
Then they're like, yo, he they did him dirty though. Like when they was trying to
Shishio,
good job.
or
Yeah, they did Shishio dirty, man. When they stabbed him, how he live?
yeah, B.
Oh, you get stabbed like 20 times and
I'm glad
burned
they
and
wrote
still
that
live.
in because I was always wondering that in the anime.
That was not in the anime. So
Man, say we burned that boy.
I actually do appreciate
that shit snowed.
I do appreciate what I do appreciate about the movies is that they did show a little bit more visually from the past of some like Kenshin and Shishio and stuff. So you get like a grasp. You found that he was actually like a junior version.
Not even junior version. He was the successor. Shishio, like
junior successor, same difference.
Nah, to me, a junior is somebody that they take over your role, but they will never be as good as you. It's kind of like how
honestly, the only reason
it's kind of like how
is because his body overheat.
Yeah, but it's kind of like how the organization had brought in Priscilla to overtake Teresa.
Who was this?
From Claymore.
Okay, sorry, my brain was nowhere.
She was a successor because she was stronger.
Right. Okay, I got you. But so you're saying so the introductions of that villain was pretty good. But he never really fought Kenshin in this movie. It was just this. It was pretty much like the setup. Like this is the big motherfucker, the big guy. If you watch the anime, remember him from that shit. And then he had his 10 generals and stuff.
Yeah, the Jupan Katana.
Yeah,
I really wanted to see those fights, and they kind of weaved them in.
They weaved them in, but they wasn't as focused as the anime. Obviously, because the anime is episodic, so you can actually focus on each.
Yeah,
it'll take forever, man. That'll be like a 4-hour movie. But they did give us the Cho fight when you went to get
Yeah, and that was important. See, that was what I mean. That was important because at first I was watching it, I was like, "Yo, I don't like Cho," but it was a semblance. Because he had to make a decision, but because he didn't know the sword was a reverse edge, so he was like, "Yo, if I don't kill this guy, he's gonna kill an innocent baby that I trained to fight for." So I gotta go back. And that was why after he beat the man and he realized the man is still alive, he was still broken because he was like, yo, I
made that decision.
I made that decision.
But he thought he killed him.
Yeah.
And your girl, Carrie was there. Carrie.
Yeah. And she's like, no killing. Listen.
Look, man.
I have never wanted a character to die so badly. I was like, so... Let me get this straight. You believe in Kenshin and the new age, but he can't save this baby? Okay. But yeah, when it's you, it's okay if you knock in the man eyeball. You see this, sir, Ross?
Honestly, all right, so I'm gonna try to, be like devil's advocate. I think she feared that if he ever killed again, that she was gonna lose him. I think that was the main thing.
Bro, so he was never there.
Her telling him not to kill was kind of out of selfish reasons. Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, if he kills, then he's gonna go back to that kill sword way, and then he won't stay at the dojo.
So basically, because you playing devil's advocate, so you're being the defendant lawyer. So basically, what you're saying is that she's only thinking about her sexual pleasures. As opposed to the life of a child.
I won't say sexual, but I would say more happiness. But I won't really just think, because there's more to relationship than just banging on the rooftop. But hey.
Yeah, but he never committed to any emotional relationship with her. All they did was hold hands and rub shoulders together as they walked.
That's a big deal in those. That's a big deal, man. That's a big deal in like Asian movies, man. You ever watching Korean movies? Yeah. Like the creme de la creme is kissing.
Yeah. So when the kiss is like, so physical contact. There you go. So physical contact. So, and all sexual contact doesn't have to be penetration.
Only that there was a little bit of non-selfishness.
You're losing, Shawn. You're losing, Shawn.
No, it's like a guy. Okay, it's like, and I'm calling from her case. is like a guy. He stopped drinking, and then he has that one drink. He goes back down that rabbit hole.
Okay.
Obviously, it's unreasonable to ask him to like not do it because what he was doing, the greater good at that point was saving the baby for the guy, right? And she didn't know what the fucking situation was. She came up late. Remember, he was fighting to save that baby, and she just came up and was like, "No, Kenshin, no killing." So, hey, what can you do? The other theme is, you know what I think about it. If I was like this is like the Batman no killing rule.
Yeah, and that's what
You a villain? You like that guy? Like Cho? I'm sorry, bro.
No, there are no superheroes. There are normal humans. So wait,
they was doing some shit.
Kill? Yeah,
they was doing some shit like superheroes. Anyway, so that was a little situation, but yeah, that fight was very important because then when he got the reverse edge back, and he got the new reverse edge sword, and he made that decision, and then but by doing that, they all planned for another thing that was supposed to happen. I think they that's when they started to like invade Kyoto.
Yeah,
but they were just using it as a diversion to get the boat out to go to Tokyo and bomb Tokyo. So I thought that was a pretty cool move by
Shishio
and his group.
Yeah.
It was cool. Cho spilled the beans quick, but that was apparently all that was part of the plan.
Of course it was.
Also, the Seta fight and Kenshin fight was pretty dope when he broke the sword, like instead of broke the sword originally.
Oh yeah.
Old. Woo, bro. Boy, hopping on one foot. Then I just like the fight. He uses his feet. They like had their feet tangled and stuff. That shit. They were like running around in circle. The fucking choreography. It is moving.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. Like if
the other bit where they I think they had to run around a pillar, and then the pillar kind of snapped, and they locked arms, and they were still kind of like pushing one another and singing service. I was like, oh my god. Oh yes.
Pretty much. And then he did the move. He got the sword broken and stuff like. Then he got the sword. I think that's when he started to realize that he won't be able to beat.
Yeah, he won't be able to beat Shishio.
Shishio with Justin, and then your girl got kidnapped.
Because also too, he was realizing that Sejiro was a hell of a lot faster than him.
Yes, yeah. I was thinking about it. He's like, God damn, bro, like he like honestly at this point though, he like an old war horse, like bro.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it's just like these young bucks. So that was pretty. Like I said, the fighting is pretty good. You got introduced to some other characters in this. You got Misao.
Yeah,
she showed up. Like she tried to steal
annoying but useful, and
hey, she turned out pretty good though. She turned out pretty good. Yeah. Okay, you got a point. I ain't arguing with you on that main character pool thing. You're right, man. Like even what's his name? I gotta keep going back and forth with these names. Yoshi, bro. Yoshi beat Sanosuke so bad.
Listen, yo, I glad you said that. I forget what.
Yo, he beat him and left him under a tree, dog.
Yeah, B. Listen.
What?
And the thing is, right? The thing is, Aoshi don't even do Kenpo. And man was like, oh, you really want to fight me like this? Work.
He beat that dude into the earth, bro. Like, Sanosuke got beat a lot in these movies. Yeah, man. I honestly don't remember him getting his ass that much beat in the fucking anime.
He was a throwaway character. He got his behind kicked in the anime as well.
Oh, okay. I watched the anime like early 2000.
Like
you know what happened?
Sano's importance was to introduce the characters that actually meant something. Think about it.
Yeah. I was just saying. I think what happened. Yeah, you're right. I know. It's just so funny because he got beat by every Every main villain beat his ass.
Wait a minute. Shishio whooped that behind me. He's like, who are you?
But it's funny because then
I'm here to fight you. Like,
they
you
gave him.
They
always give him like a side brute to fight, and he ends it with that suplex.
Yeah.
He keep dropping the dudes on their head. Each one, I was like, man, I guess it was like throw him a bone. Throw him a bone.
Yeah.
But a lot of time in those fights, he would be getting beat like really bad, and then he'll like pull victory out of like the close defeat. Remember one of them in the first movie, he stopped the fight midway to eat. Remember, he like started to bite out the chicken.
Yeah.
And then he threw the water at the dude. I was like, what the fuck? I ain't gonna let that was funny. The guy's like, I'm a vegetarian. He puts the chicken. I'm a vegan. He puts the chicken down. He's like, that was funny. I thought it was funny. Anyway, battle number 2. Your girl get kidnapped again, close to the end after the diversion.
Yeah.
Oh, so she was fighting in the crowd with the ninja stuff. And she had a wooden staff, which was a little weird. It was a little weird to see. Like she had that.
She has it in the
I know, it was just weird to see.
Yeah,
like anytime you think
my thing is, what if you're gonna do that? Why put her in the female clothing? Why not put her in the samurai suit?
Okay. Oh. Writing? I don't know.
Throw away a character.
No one really wanted her part of the group. The ninja group was like, hey, if you want, you can fight with us. So they almost like took her because she was the last. You know, when you're playing teams, you the last player.
She was like, she was like, I'm going with you, Kenshin. He was like, nah, and walked away. And then she was going again. And
she's like, I can't put you in danger.
This is a battle to that.
Also, the thing about it is she being there,
is a distraction.
He's gonna have to think about protecting her and fighting, and he didn't want to do that. And then like, why is Yahiko like, bro, you a kid? Go home, big dog. Please. But anyway, enough bashing them characters. Go ahead.
Nah, I'm bashing them some more. How you been training for 3 years? How you been training for 3 years and you still can't do nothing?
Who?
Yoshi.
3 years?
Because don't forget, the first and the second movie was like 3 years apart.
I thought it was like a year.
Nah, it was maybe 2 years. 2 years apart. Because Sano was there for a while. The school had rebuilt for a whole year. And it was the beginning of a new year.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, because he did age up. He did age up a bit too. Because when he started, he was like then he was like almost like 12, 13.
Yeah.
And then the final one, he was like older. He's still a kid, man. Like, let's be real, bro. You 12, 11, 12. You why are you here? Go home. And then they scoop up old girl and put her on the ship. And then Kenshin has to go. He ends up on the ship to try to save her. He's pretty much fighting everyone. Shishio put some blows in his ass and threw her. Then she got throw a girl overboard.
Yeah.
Kenshin had to jive in to try to save her, and pretty much it washes up with him on the beach. The guy finds him, and that's how the second movie ends.
Which leads to question: who saved Corey? Because she hands her feet was tied to a block.
So that's how the movie ends. So moving on to dog, I was screaming at the motherfucking TV, dog. Like I was like, wait. Because I was like, did she die? Like I was confused because you never saw Kenshin actually like cut the rope, nothing. Yeah, like he never found her. Yeah, the water took her away because Shishiro was like, all this thing, and this is how he dies, diving after a woman.
Yeah,
because he never actually fought them. He jumped off the ship, and then she just like appears
healthy.
Healthy and well, she had like bandages and shit on, but she just ends back up alive. And I'm like, who saved her ass? So that was a plot hole. I feel like they could have just spent a couple extra footage minutes showing something like Kenshin like pulls her out the water, cuts the rope or something, and like they get separate or something. Just to say that she got out the water. You never saw her after she got thrown in.
Thank you.
So, second movie, Kyoto Burn. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 4.5. I really like the introduction of Makoto Shishio. I like they showed how he got betrayed by the new Meiji government, even after serving them in the war. The choreography, what can I say? I've been hailing that shit. There was like a lot of key fight scenes in this movie that I thought were very well done. With Seta and Cho.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Also, I think Kenshin, the guy that acts as Kenshin, he really did a good job of showing the internal struggle. You could tell that boy was stressed. He didn't want to do this. Like literally, he was just like, dude, I just want to like live. I want to like live
peacefully.
I don't want to peacefully. He don't
like
want to
every
be
time I try to change, y'all calling me about to do things that I don't want to do.
Pretty much.
And not only that,
he turned him down at the beginning.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But then you saw why he made the decision, because he was like, yo, this if it was just between Shishio and the government, I won't do nothing, but it started to spool into the cities.
Yeah.
Into these civilians. And then he saw the kind of ruler that Shishio would be. And he was like, nah, we can't
do this.
We can't let this go on.
Because the whole point was moving on from the shogunate and stuff was to show progress away from warring states from back in those days. Because it was always a constant war. And the Meiji period was supposed to be a time of peace. Obviously, you still have your conflicts, but it wasn't like it was a country united and not just one city versus another city and one warlord and stuff. So it was cool to see that dynamic. So like I said, 4.5, it was definitely a little better than the first one to me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And obviously you could tell the impact of the new villain and stuff. And whoever did the art for that guy was pretty good, because he actually looked burnt to shit with those bandages, man.
Yeah, boy.
So
he did really good acting as well.
And yeah, that guy was whoever played that dude. Good job.
I'm glad that he didn't try to like imitate the voice from the anime. He just used his own voice.
Yeah,
his own annotations.
Yeah, that was also a big thing to me too. So okay, so that's was your rating? Was your rating same rating? Same rating. So 4.5. All right, on to number 3. Which was, I can't remember the name of 3. Do you remember the name of 3? It was Kyoto Burning, and then I can't remember the name of 3.
I think it was just 3.
The legend ends. The legend ends, which is funny. That's why I didn't think I don't understand why they made it 4. But anyway,
yeah.
So the legend end. This one came out 2014. Money. Anyway, so 2014 came. That's when the third one came out. The legend ends, which is obviously wrapping up the battle between Kenshin and Shishiro. And pretty much it starts off. The guy that found him was his master that taught him his sword style.
Yeah.
And well, what are the odds, huh? Small country. Anyway.
And all right.
Hey. We all know how this shit goes, bro. He finds him, he nurses him back to health or shit, and pretty much Kenshin asks him to teach him the ultimate technique to the do you remember the sword style he used to use?
Kitsumitsurugi, heavenly sword.
Heavenly sword. Mr. It sounds like Soul Blade. From back in the day on PlayStation. Anyway.
I love that.
Mitsurugi. Wang. Anyway, so yeah. All right, you want to lead off this one, bro?
There ain't really much to tell. To be honest, this movie was good too, but really and truly, you could skip the first hour and 12 minutes and just go straight to the end. he fights Sojiro again.
Oh, you're talking about for the fights?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
it's build up.
It's clean up. No, I actually see it as clean up. Because remember what happened after he trains with the master, and the master teaches him that, yo, the reason why you can't let go of your past and you always have this battle is because you kill so many people that you don't believe that you're fit. You believe your life is worth anything. So in order for you to kill your old self, you need to start believing a different way. You need to start thinking a different way. And then he learns that and he goes back to Kyoto. And literally the next three or four like important scenes was just then cleaning up as to how he ended up training with the master again, and how Corey got saved and stuff like that. And it was useless. And why
not useless.
Yeah. And
you got to tell a story, man. You should know more than this. You wanted to just jump into the fighting, and then you're like, so what happened? You gotta, bro. I don't know, man.
But
I don't know, bro. I don't know. Continue.
It was terrible to me. If you had ended 2 properly, you wouldn't have to do all that. That's just it. That's just how I saw it.
I guess.
So for me, all that was just talking for no reason to
I disagree.
To fill in your plot hole. And then you fight Aoshi. And that was a pretty good fight.
Okay. Cool. All right. Fair enough, I guess. Yeah. I see. I kind of see what you're saying. Obviously, you can't just start a movie. Well, you can just make the movie an hour, and we can skip all the shit.
Yeah.
But it was cool seeing, like I said, finding out the reason why. I like stuff like that, though. I guess that's a little different. I actually like stuff like that. The explanation of why he wasn't able to learn this. He was struggling to learn.
No.
Move.
That was great. Hear what I said after. When he
you said you don't need to watch the first hour. You literally said, "Don't make me clip this. I'll do a flashback in this bitch."
but the first half wasn't an hour, man.
I'm just repeating what you saying, big G.
Okay, so don't skip the first hour. After he learns from the master, skip all that till he fight Aoshi.
Okay.
Because that was like a good 30.
You see, that's different than what you said. That's why I kept saying I disagree, because I actually liked when he was training under his master.
Oh, okay. All right, yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I was like, but the special move, that was a big deal. Also, him learning to get over certain stuff so he can learn the final move, because the master was about to try to kill his ass. Remember? He like pulled out the actual blade. He was like, yeah, if you will learn this move, I will kill you. And then he like learned the move and defeat the master.
You will end your life.
Right. After that, yes, there was a lot of filler. There was some filler. With the Carrie stuff.
Corey and how she got
and all them. One right, yeah, because he comes back. And then there was also a little bit playing on the reason why he stopped killing too. Because that was like a little underlying theme throughout the movies, because of that one guy he killed that was supposed to get married.
Which kind of annoys me about the last movie, because they could have weaved in how he got the scars and that whole thing without having to do.
Yeah, they could have.
But,
they could have. It was almost. Well, I mean, to me though, it's like they never really actually went into the whole how he got the scars that well in the anime either. So at least I don't think so.
Because
it was always ambiguous. He's like, there
was always ambiguous about it. But they had an OVA on it, and the whole reason for not bringing it up in the anime was because the OVA had it, and then too, it was a part of him that he
did the OVA come after.
It was in, I think so.
Okay.
It was
That's probably what the movie's based on.
What the last one? Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Is exactly as it happens in the OVA, except for the whole Chinese brother-in-law thing.
The brother-in-law is Japanese.
I know. But
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We're not part 4 yet. So okay, so yeah. So there was a lot of little filler thing to be expecting in some movies, especially when you started going to like 3 parts and stuff. So they had that little explanation dump and stuff, the lead up to the final battle and stuff, and then my boy pulled out the fucking tank boat, start bombing shit. Shishio started bombing shit, and then was like, "Yeah, tell your government to meet me here on the beach, so we can negotiate before I wipe Tokyo off the map." And he was like, "Look, I need y'all to put Kenshin on the hit list, the most wanted list, and put him on the most wanted list, and then once y'all get him, either hand him over to me or execute him." So, and that's pretty much what kicks off the final third, which is the part Dwayne pretty much said to skip through.
Yep.
Bro, and they had like the best fight scene. Like, it wasn't even a fight scene. So he goes back to the dojo. He meets back up with Carrie. No, did he meet up with Carrie? No, was it Carrie that he meet up with? Or was it the doctor chick? No, he meets up with the doctor girl.
Yeah.
He meets up with the doctor girl. The doctor girl's like, "Yeah, so this is where she at, yada yada yada. She's fine." But he's like, "Okay, cool." And he's about to leave. All the police, which I call the beat dummies, they show up, right? Dude, I don't think I've ever seen a group of people catch so much L's like the police force. Like the police force. They either get wiped out because they all surrounded. They were like 50 men deep.
Kenshin was beating. Excuse me. Kenshin was beating man with his reverse edge. All 2 movies, and these policemen, the man was like, "I have no quarrel with you." And the man let that boy to dodge it for like 5 minutes, and then the man was
what
like,
killing me is like,
"Let me pick up with the sword."
What's killing me,
and
right?
Was like,
is
"Stop!"
about the police is if they didn't attack him, he would have just left with them. Like there was literally no reason for them to be aggressive. But then again, I live in the United States. Anyway, so so moving right along.
We needed that action, but okay. You kind of drop in too quick.
Yeah. We used to that kind of shit. But yeah. It was funny to see, man. They were all like aggressive and shit, and he's like, "I have no quarrel with you guys." And then they like swung at him, and then he did the fucking Aikido around that motherfucker. Yeah. He was like running through the little gaps and shit. And then like he goes out into the courtyard and he just unsheaths his sword, and they all fall down because they were all like, they were all scared. And I'm like, guys. And then eventually he gives up, and then they beat the shit out of him. Like they hit him in the back with a stick and stuff. And 50 men pinned this dude, and I was just cracking. I was like, "Yeah, this is some shit you actually see."
You know what I remind me of? You ever remember the movie Compo? and the man that hit him, Master Betty, and then the man was like, "Hit me like Master Betty," and the man come up and he bought, and he just fall off. When they saw it, I was like, "Pause. Let me go watch that scene."
Yeah, that was funny for the compo. I remember that. So yeah, and that's when they say they're gonna behead him and shit. And pretty much leads into the final battle on the ship.
Man, do not sell our audience short. All throughout them trying to publicly decapitate, what was Sano and Corey doing? Kenshin!
Well, I mean, what more? What are they supposed to do? What were they supposed to do?
Corey, I understand. But
what were they supposed to do, Dwayne? Just stand there like, this sucks.
Because the other thing that annoyed me, right, is that when deploy to get close to Shishio was revealed, Sano then was like, yeah, let me try this fence over here. This can't stop me. And he punched one man. And then for the next like 2, 3, 4 scenes, you didn't see the man. And then like Kenshi was at the board getting ready to go and fight Shishio, and he was like, so we gonna cross there and fight people? I'd be like, bro, you need to back up, because right now you're in the help to me. You need to go away because you might get hit with this reverse edge. I just say, you're pissing me off. You didn't help.
He helped.
You don't even tie my shoelaces in the pop. Go away.
They don't wear sneakers with shoelaces. I'm just being douchey. Don't worry about it.
You didn't even wash the laundry when they wash laundry. You just ask me like, oh, why you wash your laundry? Like, bruh.
Oh Lord. But I mean, he did fight Yukizan Anji when they got on the boat. The Buddha dude. I had to bring it up. The Buddha dude. Well,
yeah. You call that fight.
What? That destruction?
Bro, that man took the choreography with him and the guy from movie one and was like, how can we keep bursting his ass? Listen.
You
see when he tried that punch and the man punched his arm,
Sanosuke,
and he was
he
like,
won.
oh, and the man hit him with an uppercut. He didn't know what the hell was, the chin or the fist. Listen.
Hey, he
won. Loved it.
He won.
Huh?
That's all that matters.
But how? How did he win? Tell us how he won.
That don't matter.
No,
in the win-loss column, it shows up as a W.
A man about to punch your chest, punch your heart through your chest, and get hit by a bomb. Nah, B. I was like, yo, this man lucky. Anything is right. No, all right. Here. I shouldn't say this because I am a white belt, but as a martial artist, I got some shame. If I know a man beat me and I give it my all, I ain't kind of going to the next belt guy and be like, yeah, you can't beat me. I kind of get in like, bro, I just get humble, but I still can do this work. Like, we can see how far we get. Like, he was putting girl, and the man was, he got saved by a bomb. Technically, I still don't know how he alive. And then he runs up in front of Shishio. Oh yeah, you don't know who I am. You ready for this fight?
I thought he body slammed that guy too. And then the bomb went off. He body slammed the guy, and then the bomb went off.
But he body slammed the guy, and Andrew was getting up.
Yeah, but the body slam is the finish, so they blew him up.
Andrew was literally getting up like.
Hey,
and then he ran up to Shishio. But I kind of feel right.
To be fair, yo, Shishio was fucking dogging that dude. Like the whole fight, bro. This was so funny. I was crying. He runs up, he's trying to fight Shishio. Shishio's like, who the fuck are you, bro? He like throws his ass. Then he comes back again. He's like, you're a waste of time. Remember? He was so frustrated.
No, I was like, why do you keep doing this? Go away.
He got to contribute. He's part of the core. He's part of the point. To be fair, though, Shishiro fight everybody. He fought all of them at the same time. Literally, the only reason they won by luck because his body, obviously, because he was burned, his body couldn't regulate temperature. So you overheat. Ain't that the luckiest shit ever? Imagine if he was just normal. All them motherfuckers dead. All.
But in this story, I kind of love that though, because and this is why I got really annoyed watching the last movie. Because when you watch the anime and you watch that fight scene, because I think it literally ends between Kenshi and Shishio just fighting one another. And Kenshi is pretty much dying. but Shishio overheats, which is kind of the same in the movie.
Yeah.
And the reason why that is so significant to me is because Shishio is Kenshi's past life. So you got the past life fighting with the future. And it is literally, you can't kill yourself.
Damn, bro. Oh my god.
Right. You can't kill yourself. So you end up with, you just gotta live with it.
Yeah.
That two disparities was great. But Sano, man, I was like, yo,
but what's funny is
you.
It's not just Sano, bro. Like they all got that work, bro. Like he beat them all. But Sano was funny because he was talking so much shit as he beat that kid, bro. Like he was just like, why are you even here?
Yeah.
Sano comes up, he like drops like tries to bear hug the dude, and Shishio looked down like, what the hell?
Sword.
Yeah. Also like the girl that loved him, well, they loved each other. She she like begs for his life. Yeah. And then he stabs through her, and to get Kenshin was all mad. He's like, dude, don't put your love standards on me. Because as he was carrying her away, she was like, man, I'm so happy.
I'm finally useful to you in a fight.
And I was like, yeah, they got. He was like, wait for me in hell, my love. I was like, oh, he loved her.
Yeah.
She just took the opportunity. He told him, hey, man, kill swords don't let their guard down. So that was the bro. The way he went out laughing on fire. I was like, that's a villain. That's a villain. So,
man was like, I know the last time it had such a good fight. I wish I could do it some more, but I'll just have to let you get this win. Yeah. I think Kenshin did.
Kenshin was on his last leg. Like I said, if that fight had gone on a couple more minutes
before it dead, like can't catch it, bruh. That was Kenshin.
Not to help that the government was outside bombing the damn boat. Like they send the soldiers in, bombed them. Bro.
And then lo and behold,
then they salute him on the beach.
Here's Sano. Yeah, I got you, Kenshin. We did it. Let's go. Like, you bloody bastards. You all try to kill us. Like, bro, you don't do nothing. You slept in the corner. Like, oh my gosh.
Like, he slept in the corner?
After Shishio hit him back in Heibi and threw him in the corner in the crate.
Okay. No, you lost me for a second.
Okay. For 25 minutes. I counted because I rewound it and I was like, look at this garbage. Garbage. That was where you is. There should be a black bag next to you, you kid. You don't deserve. He asked the right question. Why are you here? Why? Talk to me. You can't. Your ass out cool.
Yo, your disdain for this character is like epic. Like, bro, you're here for this character up there with me for the whole story for that not King's Game, the other one. The mecha one, man.
Oh, Odd No Zero.
Odd No Zero. Like the way you speaking right there is how you speak about that whole anime. So yeah, so that's pretty much how the second one ends. Like he says, Sano's still loud and annoying. So even at the very end when they got back to the beach and he like tries to square up with the government, bro, chill out, man. They're gonna put 15 holes in your ass if you touch that dude. Like, right, you're the prime minister, bro. Like, I need you to calm down. Bro, he ran up on the dude. I was like, they're gonna shoot him. Like, literally, I was saying to watch, I was like, they're gonna shoot him, but they didn't shoot him.
I was like, yes, damn it.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that bit was definitely like, bro, chill out. Like, come on. So okay, they gave him a salute, and I told him, hey, so from now on, I decide that. Honestly, this is where I would have stopped. I really don't think they needed a fourth movie, but you know what? Netflix bought the rights and threw money at him.
Because even in the anime, It was just fillers after that because that was the coup de grace. He fought his past self and realized that he can't kill himself. Like he will never win. He just has to choose to live as who he is. Because this is something did he lose the sword or did he put it away? I think he puts it away.
You talking about after all of this?
Yeah, in the anime, he puts it away.
He puts it away, yeah.
He puts it away. And he only picked it back up when they start bringing in fillers. But anyway.
Yeah, but fillers is just extra story. Sometimes I don't even count them. But yeah, I get what you're saying. So yeah, that you could tell this was where, okay, this is it. This is beautifully the story all tied in a bow. His battle side self is dead. He defeated his past self. He's accepted who he is. Yada yada yada. Fast forward to 2021. Netflix
Hold
drop.
on,
I know. I was just saying. And then fast forward to 21, which we're gonna talk about next, is the final part, as they call it. Anyway, let's do the rating. All right, rating for this movie. You give yours first.
I give it a 5. Like all across the board, all 3 movies.
No, that's all we doing this, bro.
No. Hear me out. Because you see how it tied up all 3 movies. You see how the characters develop, even though some of them should have stayed in the corner with the garbage. And you know, it was beautifully done. The actors was great. The choreography was straight fire. The dialogue actually moved along the story, except when certain characters spoke, and it was beautiful. It should have done there, and I would have given that movie 5 out of 5.
So 5 out of 5 for the movie.
Yeah.
Right. We didn't even talk about the second set of fight on the boat, which was pretty dope.
Yeah, but it was too quick, man.
It was too quick, but I kind of like looked at it as, you know, after that first fight, he got past that doubt and stuff, so he was already surpassed that guy. Well, Seta thought that he was still. Remember, he was like, "How is this even possible?" After he bust his shins like 5 times with that reverse edge. That shit was funny as fuck. He can't even hop. He was like, "Ah!" Anyway, so yeah, just like Dwayne, obviously you want to, you could go ahead and rate it individually, but not unfortunately, the way it is just the end of part 3 is wrapping up the whole story from 1, and I thought it was a beautifully told story. Every story has its issues, which in this case is in some of the characters. But, huh?
Sanosuke.
Well, Sanosuke, Hakio, and to a little point, what's her name? Carrie. But so I'm gonna give it a 5, especially because, man, that final fight was fucking dope. It was cool to see Ashio, Saito, and all them boys run up on old dude. He had a business, bro. Yo, you got to see that final fight, bro. That shit was tight. They didn't stand a chance if that boy was healed. Like, if he was a regular dude, bro, like, he would have wiped that shit. Like, he would have won. He would have bombed Japan. He would have won, bro. He would have bombed Japan, dog. He just was fucked up from being burnt and stabbed 20 times. Anyway, so, yeah, 5. And then, in the future, in 2021, Netflix released the 4th movie, which Dwayne told me called The Final, Rurouni Kenshin, The Final, which is based on the OVA.
Yep.
And this is another 2 years into the future. They've been haven't had any real conflicts. He's pretty much integrated into the society and stuff, and Soka and stuff. And he's, and it pretty much starts off with Saito investigated some stuff. You know, he on a what was it, a train? They went on a train because I guess this guy. Do you remember the brother-in-laws?
Enishi.
Okay, yeah. He's on the train. He's the one that pretty much sold the boat and the weapons and stuff to Shishito. Shishio.
Yeah,
Keep saying Toe. I keep putting a T in there for some reason.
Why?
And he proceeds to beat the shit out of the police as always. And then they took him,
Mhm.
and that's when the Chinese came and took him back because he lives he's part of the Chinese mafia. And he was under protection of the treaties and stuff with China. So, honestly, guys, you do not need to watch this one.
Not watch it.
Literally, like I said, it's an OVA. You really like OVAs. Like some OVAs, you don't really need to watch it. But the fighting in here is pretty good, so I'll say check it out if you like the fighting. I thought it was pretty cool, especially when he was running across the roof and shit, bro. Man, you tripping?
What, from the gunfire?
Yes, fuck yeah, bro. And plus the girl Misao, and then when they were fighting those two mercenaries and stuff, man, I actually enjoyed the fighting, man. Like I ain't as cynical as you, bro.
I'm not saying that the fighting wasn't good. I'm saying you give me 3 episodes with men hooking the legs together and flipping, and like the parkour in 1 to 3 was hardly, and then all of a sudden, like Kenshi gonna pull himself up on the roof. Like, what is this? What is this?
He's older.
Yes.
The fuck is this? This is an anime, man. This is a movie. He's older.
he looked it for real.
Dude, he looks so tired of this movie, bro. I was like, yeah, this is it, bro. This is the end of the line. They really meant the final, because you about to retire from acting.
When I watched it, right, I was like, yo, you know why they call this the final? They probably was like, yeah, this is gonna be fair. And they did all the cutting and editing and stuff and put the movie together. And I was like, bro, you need to put the final on that title because he came back.
So this one was the brother-in-law comes in of his wife, and it pretty much just explores his past life and relationship with the woman.
Yeah. And why he pretends to be oblivious to how Corey feels.
Pretty much. But we all know why he was pretending to be oblivious at the end of this. It kind of explores that. It's a lot less action in this one.
Oh yeah. If you want that happy drama feely stuff.
It was definitely more drama feeling
and talking
stuff in this one. Which I actually had no problem with. I've been watching a few of those movies. But I enjoyed the fighting the little fighting that they had. It's cool to see some of the old characters. Honestly, like this comes across like just like, hey man, it's cool to see the old gang. Which is funny because the main people, Dwayne's boy, he should be really happy about this movie. I don't know why, because Sanosuke was hardly in it. You should have been ecstatic.
Here's why. You had 4 scenes, right? One was you just sitting down,
eating,
watching the military police train, right? And that was why I messaged you like, bro, why she always getting kidnapped? Like, I wouldn't go to her school. Like, I would ask back for my money. I'm like, what are you teaching me? Because you ain't doing that. Like, why are you here? Why are you here? But then Sano was like, just watching them train. Then he was just sitting down listening to the story. And then he was supposed to be like this, second strongest kind of vibe after Kenshin. And he was like, yeah, guys,
bro,
you hear the fight battle side, but you gotta get through me.
Yo, listen.
Wait,
give me a second. Hold that point. What Enishi did to Sado should have been illegal. Go ahead, bro.
Illegal? Listen, B. After that ass whooping,
you couldn't even call it an ass whooping, man. God damn.
True, that was tournament. After that tournament, right?
Fuck, bro.
I would have read the rest of the script and be like, guys, you can't bring me back in the last part.
Honestly,
You just kicked my head through a window.
Honestly.
A closed window. And
honestly,
it was sticking out. And then you threw me in the corner with one hand just out. That's all you could see. Like literally, the lighting was so bad in that corner. All you could see was his bloody hand shaking.
Honestly, I probably would have because Inishi's whole thing, he was like, I'm not really here just for revenge. I'm trying to kill your soul. If I was writing me, I probably would have put Sanosuke in like a coma or something. Like if you're not trying to kill him. Like that beating would have been.
That's exactly what he did. He listen.
Yeah, but he still shows up like he has another. Go ahead.
Plot hole. Because logically and physically, that beating should have landed you in the hospital for months. The fact that Yoshi pissed himself and was just there crying, plus seeing him barely can't move, and all he could say is one-word sentences, and your girl is gone. There is no way he should be running through a castle with a pancart. Like, that's crazy, B.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, that scene, I honestly would have done away with that scene. Like, they shouldn't. Because he came in and he was, like, all wrapped up and stuff. You know what I mean? And then at the end, when old girl was I would have just have her, like, taking care of him. And he had woken up and stuff. And just taking care of him and stuff. And then you could have a little comedic. She, like, he, like, says something. She press him. You know, they got that little relationship going on. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but anyway, Megami and him. But honestly, like if that cart scene, why? Like I don't know, I don't get it. Like the whole point was that Enishi beat the shit out of all of them so bad because he destroyed the whole school. Like let's not play and then kidnap a girl. And like you said, how you the owner of a dojo, you keep getting kidnapped.
Yeah, B. And then anyway. like my whole school dead.
Yeah, she broke all them boys got their ass beat, bro. Honestly, like if I'm in the martial arts room and the second in command got their ass whooped like that, I ain't hanging out there, bro. Y'all go fight. I'm gonna do the Beijing thing. Where's Shawn? You just see me running down the street. Kenshin running this way. You just see me running this way in the blue. Like, So yeah, you're right.
Level.
If I was writing, Sanosuke would have been in a hospital or somewhere bandaged up to the end of the movie where they had that little Megami part. Because I do not understand that cart part. I guess it was like, dude, we gotta add him in somehow. But he was broken. Like he came in, he was all bent up pushing the cart. I was like, that was kind of So I would have deleted that shit.
And then you bring back Sujiro after he said he was done with the samurai way. So then why is he there?
Oh yeah. Oh, when he helps him.
Yeah.
That didn't make sense, but that fight scene was tight.
It was.
When he was like, "Oh, that's pretty fun. It's cool not to have to look at my back anymore." I ain't gonna lie, I like that character. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
I like Sujiro.
It didn't make no sense.
But it didn't make no sense to the story.
It didn't make no sense. That was a plot hole. Like they made a lot of like writing decisions that even me, as average Joe of the show, not average guy of the show, then actually I was like, when he shows up, I'm like, are they going to fight again? Like, is this like a revenge thing? Even though he said he was not going to think. To be fair, he pulled out the sword. The thing was all fucking rusty.
Rusted.
Like, I haven't used the sword in so long. And then he like just fought with the sheath.
The showered, yeah.
That was actually, it didn't make sense, but I'm not hating
but it was fun
because the scene was fun, especially when they were up top. So that was pretty good. And then Kenshin got worked by Enishi.
Ooh,
Kenshin, we got to talk about you fighting boss characters, man. We need to talk about you getting beat the fuck up.
Yeah, you can't be playing the Goku thing. You don't have a Kinkai.
Yeah. You know, there ain't no snake way. There ain't no hyperbol. There ain't no time chamber. There ain't no chamber for you to rejuvenate. You can't keep doing this, man. So it ain't really much. So that's pretty much the premise of this. They like attack. All these guys attack Tokyo and stuff. To get to Kenshi, and he just, and then they had the final fight. This one was definitely not on par as the first three. Obviously, it came out in 2021, so everyone's like a little way older.
Yeah. So hit me, bro. Let me get to these ratings. Because I want to hear your individual rating and then the franchise rating.
Okay, I'm about to get there. So as for I'm gonna just go to the ratings thing. For story, I'm gonna give the story a 3. I did really appreciate seeing how he got the scars on his face, like the second scar. Because you only saw in the first shows, you only saw why he got the first one, but you never saw the second one. And you found out that he killed the girl and stuff, but then they actually showed that she sacrificed herself and stuff. So I thought it was pretty cool.
And they actually don't explain throughout the entire movie why she sacrificed herself, but go ahead.
They explain at the end.
Nope.
Yeah, they do.
They said why she felt like she couldn't kill him, but they never said why she jumped in front of.
Yeah, when he read the book, when the brother read the book, she wrote it in the book. She said the reason I did it, I would die for him because I can tell that he will save more people than he will kill in the future.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the reason she threw herself in front of the circle. He was about to lose to that guy. Yeah. So that's the reason. Go ahead and just let it marinate in that head of yours.
No, it ain't gonna marinate because there's still another plot hole there. Like Kenshin saw, like why was his eyes closed? No, why not? He saw. Why was his eyes closed?
Cause he got his ass beat. He was getting his ass beat, bro.
so they don't understand that choreography don't make sense.
That he got his ass beat?
No, that if his eyes is closed and he's wobbling, why then is he swinging at? Because then he will be swinging.
It was almost like
he doesn't know where the guy is.
He always does that final draw, and he always has his head down like this. So it was almost like the final strike. But when he went to do the final strike, which he was about to lose, the girl jumped.
The final strike was a slash down.
Right.
But his special move is come up.
I don't know, man. I think, all right, let me rephrase. No, let me put it this way. For me, I understood the reason she sacrificed herself. Dwayne doesn't. Good. That's all wrapped up.
I understand. I'm just saying.
So I appreciate it. Doesn't fit in.
But yeah.
According to Dwayne, it doesn't fit in. I think it fit in. So I appreciated that. I'm not about to go argue about this, dog. So that was pretty cool, and also explaining why he was so hesitant to, or at least playing dumb when it comes to Gary stuff, because they pretty much wrapped that up at the end. So that was pretty cool. The characters, and not really a big impact. Really hated that Sano scene when he came in with the cart. Didn't understand why they put that shit in there. Choreography, to me, as always, is top notch. So it was a 5 out of 5 for that. Characters remain at a 3. Honestly, that just stayed where it is for the whole thing. As for the rating, I get a rating of 3 out of 5 for this one. Definitely not on par in the first 3. Kind of unnecessary, like most OVAs. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Overall, it was a 5 out of 5 until this fucking final movie, so I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5.
What?
I'm not giving this shit a 5 out of 5. Not for that last one. Yeah,
what?
Boy. Punishment.
All right, so last
5,
movie,
sorry.
I get a 1.5.
Okay.
Because I will never watch that again. For the whole franchise, I give it a 3.5. Nah, I get a 3.
Okay. All right, cool. So 3 for Dwayne. I give it a 4. I'm a little more forgiving. Also because I could see again another knockdown because he doesn't like how the story went. I actually like the story a little bit. So
what the brother-in-law?
Yeah, I actually, the brother-in-law thing was pretty cool. It's all about healing.
Yeah,
could have been written better. Obviously, would have made a couple other decisions. Also, I think, what was it? The last movie came out in 2014. This one's 2021. So
yeah,
they say they did the shooting I don't even know when this
before
movie.
COVID.
Yeah, probably pre-COVID and stuff. So yeah, you could tell a lot of the actors' age, especially the guy that plays Kenshin. You could tell he was just like,
That boy voice cracked. Oh,
he was just
it was
he
like,
was
I was like, oh my god.
he was significantly older. You could tell. But I appreciate all the fighting and stuff. I thought this was like a lot of times you see the mainstream ones that everyone sees adaptations tend to get a lot of hate. So it's cool to see like one of the original anime I saw as a kid. Live action was actually really good. I would watch the first 3 over. The fourth one probably not.
Close to the script, close to the manga. Sorry.
I haven't watched that many. It's this, and then the remake of Death Note, which was trash. The original Death Note.
Which one, the Japanese or the American?
I watched both. No, I said the remake, which is the American one.
Okay.
Unless there's a remake. Unless that's a remake to a remake.
No, I think there's a part 2 to that.
To which one?
Are
you talking about the I'm not talking about the Japanese version.
Yeah, I'm talking about the American version.
Nah, that shit got. There's only one. They only did that shit once, bro. There ain't no more.
Okay.
There ain't no more, bro. Netflix pulled the money out quick. They was like, no. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that. So you can find these on Funimation if you have Funimation. That's the original trilogy. Because it's a Funimation product.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I watch them. I was going to do it through Amazon and rent them, but then I realized that it was Funimation. I was like, oh wait, shit. So I went to my Funimation thing and typed in. The first 3 is on there. Obviously, the 4th one is on Netflix. Yeah. So Dwayne gave it a 3. I gave it a 4. That was fun, man. I know we had our differences. We clash head on some ideas, but that's what this podcast is about. Fun times, huh? Fun times.
Yeah.
Okay, so man, we've been this one took a long time. This is probably our longest stay on topic episode instead of
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna wrap up here in a minute. You watching anything recently? What was the anime you told me to watch?
Record of Ragnarok.
That is an interesting art style decision.
Art anime.
Well, I read the manga. I've been reading the manga before I even know that we're going to make the anime.
The animation.
And I probably would not have gone with that animation style for this and for that manga.
Okay. Because when I watch it, it felt like I was watching a PowerPoint.
Pretty much. That's what it meant. Yeah. That's and the thing about it is if you read the manga, it's a high combat. There's a lot of combat in it. So you need the studios that would draw good fight scenes.
You need
unfortunately, huh?
You need Paul Host.
Yeah. And it felt like a slideshow. I was just watching. I was like, what the because I remember you messaged me while I was on vacation. He's like, this is an interesting art. You were like, Shawn, Ragnarok, interesting art style decision. I was like, what? I can't be that bad. And I pulled up the first episode and what the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? So I have not watched past episode 1.
Oh,
okay. Especially because I've read it. I know everything that's going to happen. So I was just like, the only reason I wanted to watch it was to see the fights. I don't want to see PowerPoint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You feel me? So
yeah. For me, the other thing that made it not as enjoyable, I give it a 2 out of 5. I need to put it on my Instagram early. Was that they spent a lot of time. Huh?
Go ahead. They spent a lot of time.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time giving backstories. And then whilst they were giving backstories, they were also giving the characters that was supporting the person at the present, repeating these same backstories, but in through their eyes. So it was like, you really ain't animated nothing.
Pretty much.
So I was like, yo, cause like when they showed Lubo's training, I was like, all right, this is cool. But then his general was saying the same thing, like, oh, you spent all this time training. I was like, bro, we just watched a whole episode on it. We know. Like, so yeah, I didn't enjoy it. It was, and then I was like, you know what? I made a decision, and this is my fault, because when WB fired Zack Snyder, because I think WB and DC's work together, right?
Yeah, WB owns DC.
Right. When WB fired Zack Snyder, I said that was the funeral. And who made Wreck of the Ragnarok? WB. And to be honest,
WB made Ragnarok? Oh,
yeah.
shit.
WB anime.
They're usually pretty good. I'm kind of, well, that's WB, not DC. DC animation is different department.
DC just dropped a animation as well. That wasn't that great.
For what was it? A Batman?
I can't remember. Is that Batman or Superman? One of the two, man. But the last Batman when I watched was him in like the 1970s, and how he learned his. He was teaming up with Tiger Claw and like this Bruce Lee guy, and they were fighting like and I was like, it wasn't a bad story, but then it didn't feel like a DC story.
Well, and
then the animation was a lot of talking, like how
they went through. They've changed. They've recently gone through changing the character drawings from the new 52 archetypes that they were having.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like
friendlier,
a little more cartoonish. It's all cartoons, but you know what I mean? Like, judge it for how it was in late 90s, early 2000s, and then it was gritty, and then you had the new 52 turn where the guys were like, remember Justice League War and stuff,
and gritty.
And honestly, that was creme. That was real nice right there. And now they changed it. If you look at Justice League Frontier or some shit like that, thing they got like dots, eyes and shit. It's just weird.
Yeah.
So, hey man, what you can do, man. Breaks the heart a little bit though, because I actually like the new 52 animation style when they were going through that. Because that's when you get that's when you get dark and stuff, Justice League Dark and stuff. And Batman was like, boo. that was actually, that art style was actually pretty good, but they just made a switch and it's not as good before. But anyway,
Luca was great.
Luca, that was fun.
Luca was great. Wish Dragon was great.
I have not watched it.
I enjoyed Tresse. I even watched it after dark.
Hey, she a bad bitch, huh?
Yeah,
she a bad bitch, bro.
Ooh, but it was nice to be, you know what, for the same reasons I gave Luca 5 out of 5 on my Instagram is the same reasons why I gave Tresse 5 out of 5. I was sucked into the story, and I felt like I was living in the environment of the Filipino nation, like the way the city was, the way the people react to certain things. And that's exactly what you got in Luca and Tresse, and it was beautiful. And then when they were talking about it in the interviews, like just hearing how the writers was talking about, you know, we grew up here and we.
You mean the Tresse?
Yeah, for Tresse. And
that was like, actually pretty interesting. Because the guy was it was supposed to originally be written as a dude, and he's like, man, there's a lot of dudes out there doing this.
Yeah, because he was like John Constantine, the Batman. He was like, you know what, get your woman in here, and it worked so beautifully.
It's because I believe it focused more on what she's doing more than being slapping you across the head that is a woman. But you didn't really think about it as you watch this movie and stuff. It was more like This person doing some badass shit, especially when she walked up in that place. I was like, hey, you know the treaty. She like dude wrap that dude up on the thing, put the knife to his throat. Oh, that was a good one, man.
How she went from being a total badass to when she met the Tipalon and the harsh god, and I was like, you really want to do this?
Oh yeah.
And she was like, no, I have no disrespect. I was like, she humbled herself quick.
Oh, you gotta humble yourself. That boy about to. But push come to shove, man. She kill a god because she killed that dude's son.
Oh yeah, true.
Like he was like, you killed my son. He's like, you attacked me first. You expect me to stand here and lose? That's not how I'm built.
My name is Sano.
Yeah, Tracy, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that thing. I enjoyed that a bit. So that was a good one, man. Good. What was it? 8 episodes?
9 times.
Was it 8 episodes, right?
10, I think.
10, 8 or 10. Very good show, man. I recommend that to anybody, man. And that came on Netflix and stuff too. Interesting art style.
Yeah,
like the art style,
beautiful
everything.
art style. Like when I watched it, it confirmed for me, like, yo, I love writing. Like, don't get me wrong, I like creating the animations, but when it comes to really creating the story, I love writing, man. And I actually want to put some of the Bajan folklore into one of the books that I'm doing. And watching that, I was like, oh, it's gonna be so deep. Like,
dude, I think also we've seen like the same type of like god structure and stuff for so much stuff. It was like kind of refreshing to see something that we know nothing about. I don't know nothing about Filipinos folklore. I didn't know who that guy was, the god of war.
Yeah.
Man, he was about to eat his children. So it was actually he killed his wife and everything. His woman, his human woman. So it was a breath of fresh air. Let me put it that way for me.
Yeah.
To see stuff like that, because when you don't know, you're like, yo, bro, this dude dope. You know, and now like the police force and stuff. So I thought it was cool. But we had like an hour and about 40 minutes here, so we can go ahead and wrap this boy up here. I hope you enjoy us covering and discussing the Kenshin 4 movie arc 3 and a piece. I know me and Dwayne's back and forth on the Sano Soke character, the ending of part 4. I thought that was pretty entertaining and stuff. I had a preference of stuff at the end. Or we will argue for 2 hours. Not argue, discuss. We don't argue. Anyway, guys, as always, as always, guys, stay safe out there. Oh, what am I saying? Be sure to catch this tomorrow. Edited everything on YouTube about 11 a.m. Central. Also, feel free to subscribe, comment, and all that good stuff. Follow us here on Twitch. We show up every Saturday at. We show up on Saturday at 12 p.m. 12 p.m. Jesus. Central? I said that like 4 times. All right. So, as always, stay safe out there. Peace.
See you later.
Bye.